Hello class, this is a pre-statistics video. It's designed to kind of have you go over some material before the beginning of class. So if you notice here in the modules, we have this pre-statistics category, and it starts with chapter 2, which is designing observational studies and experiments. Now if you take a look at the first title, it says 2.1 simple random sampling. Then you have your learning objectives, which are the objectives for this section. Now, once you get to the learning objectives, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And what this does is it's going to explain kind of what's in this particular section. And then I'm going to select Next. And then here is 2.1 lecture videos. So if you take a look, the first thing that I have here is a guided notebook for this particular section. It might be useful if you print this out. So if you download it, if you click on it, it'll download. And then once it downloads, you'll be able to pull it up and you'll see section 2.1 simple random sampling. And you can see that there's blank things in here for you to fill out. So this is just a way of note-taking as you're watching through the videos. It would be extremely useful as you go along through this. Now, if you take a look here, the first one, it says 2.1 simple random sampling, objective 1, identify the individual's variables and observation of a study. If you take a look here, 2.1, objective 1, identify the individual's variables and observation of the study. So if you click on that video, this is a video that I've created, and it goes over the definitions that you see. So as you go along through each part of the guided notes, you're able to see what each particular objective is and follow along according to the video. Now, as you scroll down a little further, at the very end, you have the completed lecture, which means that I have also have the completed form for you to be able to download and take a look at. Now, as you're going through these videos, there's going to be some tutorials on the TI-8384 calculator. If you don't have one for the time being, you can wait until you see the beginning of the class. It's also going to go over some things that we use for the class called StatCrunch. And again, that's just there for you to just take a look at as you're going through this. Now, once you've completed looking through the videos and the lectures, then the next part for this section is the practice quiz. So you're going to take the quiz. You can take it as many times as you want. It's not graded, it's a practice quiz. And when you take the quiz, you can go ahead and you can see the questions that are listed there. So you can go ahead through the questions, and therefore you have that for 2.1. And so as you can see here, that's going to be for section 2.1. If you go back to the modules again, you will see that it has been created for 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. I highly recommend that you take a look at this before the beginning of the class starts, just to get you a little bit familiar of kind of how the class is going to go and some of the terminology that you're going to see in this class.